My precious seed of promise, if you turn away from these words right now, there will come a day when you remember this exact moment and wish you had stayed. I'm not speaking to threaten you. I am speaking because I can already see what you will miss if you let this slip through your fingers. This is not another clip in a long scroll. This is not chance. This is not coincidence. You did not stumble upon this message. I guided you here. Every second leading up to now has been carefully arranged. Heaven aligned timing, attention, and circumstance so that my voice could reach you clearly, without noise, without distortion, without delay. What I am about to reveal will shift the direction of your life. But only if you remain. Only if you listen. Only if you allow your heart to open instead of guarding itself one more time. Can you sense it already? That heaviness in your chest. That quiet urgency you cannot explain. That inner awareness whispering, this matters. That is not emotion. That is not imagination. That is my presence meeting you right where you are. That is my spirit confirming that these words are alive, intentional, and meant specifically for you. Out of countless people watching content today, you are the one I stopped. You are the one whose name I spoke before dawn. You are the one I have been waiting to reach. And now that you are here, you must understand something clearly. This moment is sacred, and it is limited. The door that is open right now will not remain open forever. The opportunity placed in front of you is moving with time, and hesitation causes distance. I know you have heard promises before. I know you have listened to messages that stirred hope only for disappointment to follow. I know you have prayed prayers that seemed to echo back in silence. I know you have wondered if I was far away, if I had gone quiet, if I had forgotten you. But hear me now, my beloved, I have never lost sight of you. Not for a breath, not for a heartbeat. I have been closer than your thoughts, closer than your fears. I watched every struggle you never spoke about. I saw every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed. I was present in every moment you felt abandoned. And now I am speaking, not indirectly, not vaguely, not through signs you must interpret, but plainly, intentionally, unmistakably. This is me. This is your God. And what I have to say is urgent. I see you. I see the effort you've poured out with little return. I see the sleepless nights when your mind refused to rest. I see the mornings you woke already exhausted. I see the smile you offer others while your heart feels fragile behind it. I hear the prayers you whisper when no one is listening. I see the tears you release where no one can witness them. I know the fear you carry quietly. I know the disappointment you've learned to live with. And I am telling you now, this was never meant to be your normal. You were not created for constant anxiety. You were not designed to carry this weight alone. You were not meant to feel unseen, forgotten, or stuck. I formed you for joy. I shaped you for peace. I assigned you purpose. But somewhere along the way, lies took root. Lies telling you that you are not enough. Lies telling you that you are too damaged to be restored. Lies whispering that I have withdrawn from you. Those lies have been stealing from you daily, blocking what I've been trying to release, keeping you bound when freedom was within reach. But today, right now, I am interrupting those lies. I am breaking the hold they've had on your mind. I am opening your eyes to truth. And here is the truth: you belong to me. You always have. You always will. Nothing you've done, nothing done to you, nothing from your past has the authority to change that. I chose you before the world took shape. I formed you with intention. I know every thought before it forms. I see every tear before it falls. My love for you is deeper than you can measure and stronger than you can imagine. Do not scroll away. Do not abandon this moment. Because what unfolds next can separate the life you've been surviving from the life I designed for you. This is not exaggeration. This is not emotional pressure. This is truth spoken from heaven's authority. There are things prepared for you that require your obedience. Doors ready to open that have remained closed for years. Chains prepared to fall that have restricted you for too long. Blessings waiting to overflow beyond your expectations. But you must stay. You must listen. Heaven has been watching you. Angels have been assigned to guard you. They have intervened in dangers you never noticed. They have fought battles on your behalf while you slept. And right now they are near, standing watch, rejoicing because you paused long enough to hear me. Many will ignore this. Many will scroll past. Many will assume it isn't for them. But you stayed. And that decision has already caused movement in the unseen realm. There is something you do not know. 3 days ago, there was a conversation in heaven concerning you. The accuser listed every failure, every mistake, every regret. He demanded separation. He demanded consequences. And he was correct about the facts, but he underestimated my grace. When he finished speaking, I responded. I declared, that one is mine. Purchased, redeemed, covered. No weapon formed against them will succeed. Then I issued a command he did not expect. I arranged this encounter, removed every obstruction, aligned every detail, because I refused to let you walk away without one more invitation. This is not an accident. This is not random content. This is a divine interruption. I know what you've been praying for. I know the breakthrough you've been waiting on. I know the healing, restoration, and peace you seek. And I am telling you, the season is shifting. Delay is ending. Struggle is loosening its grip. A new chapter is opening. But the enemy knows this too. That is why distraction has increased. That is why doubt has been loud. That is why surrender feels difficult. He fears who you become when you fully yield. He fears the freedom you'll walk in. He fears the impact your obedience will have on others. And now I ask you for one thing. Not effort, not perfection, not performance. I ask for surrender. Complete, undivided, unreserved. Stay with me, there is more to come. Not the kind of surrender that offers me pieces while hiding the parts you are afraid I might touch. Not the kind that gives me access to your words but not your wounds. Not the kind that honors me in moments of comfort yet keeps control when fear rises. I am not asking for selective trust. I am not asking for weekend devotion followed by weekday independence. I am calling you into a surrender that holds nothing back. The kind that says, God, here is everything. My plans and my ambitions. My hopes and my disappointments. My victories and my failures. My past, my present, my future. All of it placed fully in your hands. Because you have finally decided that my wisdom is greater than your strategy. That my direction is safer than your control. That my timing is flawless, even when it does not make sense to you. Speak this truth right now, even if your voice shakes. My chains are breaking. When surrender reaches this depth, something shifts in the unseen. My presence does not visit. You become aware that it has always been surrounding you. My peace begins to replace the anxiety you learned to live with. My joy rises where heaviness once settled. My strength flows where exhaustion ruled. My clarity cuts through the confusion that kept you frozen. And suddenly what once felt unreachable starts moving toward you. Doors you assumed were sealed begin to open quietly. Conversations you thought were impossible begin to soften. Provision begins to flow where lack once lingered. Purpose that felt distant begins to reveal itself layer by layer. Hear this clearly, I am speaking it over you now. Chains are breaking. The fear that kept you paralyzed is losing its grip. The shame that kept you silent is dissolving under my love. The addiction that controlled you is cracking under my authority. The lack that limited you is collapsing because I am your source. The loneliness that isolated you is fading because I am nearer than anyone ever could be. Pause with me for a moment. Wherever you are, stop. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. I am not distant. I am not observing from afar. I am here, closer than your breath, steadier than your heartbeat. Feel the weight lifting. Feel the tension easing. Feel the calm settling into your thoughts. This is what it feels like when you allow my presence to rest on you. This is what it feels like when my spirit moves gently but powerfully. This is what it feels like to be loved by the one who formed galaxies and still knows your name. And this peace is not reserved for rare moments. It is available every day, when you choose me first instead of last. When you seek me instead of running to everything else for relief. I know what is happening inside your mind right now. Questions are forming. Doubts are whispering. You are wondering if this is truly real. If I actually see you, if I genuinely care, if I really can change anything. I understand those questions. I designed your mind to think, to analyze, to reason. But hear this, there are realities your mind cannot solve. There are truths your logic cannot reach. Some answers arrive only through encounter. And what I am offering you today is not an explanation. It is an experience. An encounter with my love that will quiet questions your mind has carried for years. You have tried to figure everything out. You have weighed options, made plans, created backups for your backups. You have carried responsibility that was never meant to be yours. And still, you remain stuck in familiar cycles, fighting the same battles, waiting for change that never arrives. Not because you failed, but because you tried to do what only I can do. You attempted to manage outcomes meant for my hands. You tried to control timing meant for my wisdom. And that effort left you drained, frustrated, and running in circles. So let me ask you something gently. What if you stopped striving and started trusting? What if you loosened your grip and opened your hands? What if you admitted you do not need all the answers, because I already hold them? What if you finally allowed me to be God in your life, not just in words but in practice? Write this with intention. Lord, I trust your timing. I am working even when you cannot see it. I am aligning even when it feels delayed. I'm not asking you to stop moving. I'm asking you to move from rest instead of fear, to act from confidence instead of anxiety, to walk with me instead of rushing ahead or lagging behind. When your steps align with mine, flow replaces force. Doors open without effort. Opportunities appear without chasing. Provision arrives from places you never expected. Right now, the unseen realm is active on your behalf. Angels are moving. Arrangements are forming. Obstacles are being removed. Connections are being aligned. All of this is happening while you sit here reading, because you paused, because you listened, because you made room for my voice. In a world addicted to noise, you chose stillness. In a culture obsessed with distraction, you chose presence. That choice mattered. It opened a door that was waiting. It activated a season prepared in advance. It released a breakthrough already assigned. And I want you to know this, I am proud of you. I know you focus on your shortcomings. I know you replay your mistakes, but I see what others cannot. I see the battles you fought in silence. I see the mornings you rose when quitting felt easier. I see the integrity you chose when no one was watching. I see the prayers whispered through tears. I see the faith you carried when everything around you shook. None of it was wasted. Every tear recorded. Every prayer heard. Every act of faith remembered. And now I am about to show you the fruit. I am faithful to reward those who seek me. I do not forget promises. I do not speak empty words. What I declared over you will manifest. What I promised will unfold. What I plan will come to life. But understand this, the season ahead is not passive. It is a season of active faith, a season of courageous steps, a season of trust that stretches you. I'm calling you deeper, calling you forward, calling you to believe beyond logic. People will enter your life by assignment, not coincidence. Opportunities will appear that reflect my goodness. Resources will arrive in ways that defy explanation. I can multiply what you place in my hands. I can create pathways where none exist. I can exceed what you dare to imagine. If your heart is ready, declare it. I receive this new season. We are reaching the close of this message, but not the end of our conversation. This is the beginning of a relationship I want to grow daily. I do not want to be someone you approach only in crisis. I want to be your closest companion, the first you turn to, the voice you recognize, the presence you feel, even in ordinary moments. And I promise you this: if you seek me daily, if you prioritize our connection, if you build your life around our relationship, I will meet you in ways that leave no doubt. I will guide you with clarity. I will provide abundantly. I will use you powerfully. There is greatness within you, and I am preparing to lift it higher. Trust me, walk with me, and I will lead you safely to the shore prepared for you.